Hey guys, welcome back in CodeSphere. So today in this video, I will show you that how you can implement item clicks in your Android app, Firebase Video Streaming App. So when I will click on this button, text view, show view, so show video. So you can see that we came on this activity, and when I will click on this video view, you can see that its name is laughing. And when I will click on this video view, so we will go to the next activity, and you can see that this is our another activity. Its name is full screen, and here our name laughing is also showing, and this is our video. And now it is not loaded because my internet is slow, and I don't know why it is not working. But when your internet will be good, and you can see that duration is showing here, it means that our video started loading. So today in this video I will show you that how you can do this in this Firebase video streaming app, how you can open activity, how you can open a video in a new activity on item click. So today in this video we are going to learn this, so make sure to subscribe our channel and please press the bell icon so you will never miss any upcoming updates for this video series. So when you will click on this, so you can see that video started streaming. My internet is slow, that's why it is not working, but it will work in your Android app. So without wasting time, let's start. So guys, for item clicks, for handling item clicks in our Firebase video streaming app, what we need to do is first of all, here you can see that in last tutorial we defined the string name. So again here we need to define one more string, and its name will be URL. So after this, what we need to do here, that simply go inside this on, you can see that this is our Firebase search method. And we have done something in last tutorial is name dot get position. Simply copy it from here, and then paste it. Let me remove this to do because we are going to work inside it. So simply paste this line, and then after this I will write URL, and it will be equals to get item, and then position, then get video URI. Yes guys, that's how, because here what we are actually doing, that when the user will click on the video in recycler view, so we will take the name and the video as a string, and then we will pass that string in next activity. So that is how we don't need to pass video from one activity to another. We will pass the string, and the string contains the value of that video and the name. So it is the easiest way to passing videos through intent, because if you will try to send video using drawable or bitmap, so guys, what it is that there is a problem, because if the video is not loaded in recycler view and the user will click on the button to if the user will click on that video view, so the app will crash because the bitmap, because the video is not available. So for solving this problem, I'm doing this, that I'm taking the value of the video and name as a string, and then I will pass it as a string, and in next activity we will retrieve that string value. So that is the easiest way to do this. So after this, what we need to do is simply create an intent, and we will pass the string, not a string value, and then we will retrieve that value. So simply write intent, oops, equals to new intent, and here then we will write show video, then dot this, then, so guys, now we need to create one more class. So simply, I mean one more activity. So simply go to Java, and then click here right side, then new, then activity, and its name will be npt activity, and it will be full screen. Yes guys, then simply finish it. So now you can see that our activity is creating, and let me minimize this because it will work in background. Sorry, let me open this one. Yes, so go back to show video.java, and then here we need to give that full screen activity. So still Gradle sync is in progress, that's why. Yes, now we can use it. So write full screen, then after this I will write dot class, and then semicolon. So there is a mistake. So why we are using too much of brackets, so let me remove this one. And so there is also one more bracket, so let me remove this one. Now it's fine, you can see that the error is gone. So after this, simply write intent dot put extra, and its name will be name. And guys, make sure that I'm not writing full name, I'm writing NAM. So you need to give the same, because if you will make any little bit of change, so it will cause that your app will not work. So after this, simply write the string. So simply write here name, and then here we will write intent dot put extra, and again this will be UR. So I'm not giving full URL, I'm giving URL, so it is easy to detect. After this simply write URL, then semicolon. So it's after this simply write start activity, and inside it we will pass our intent. And yes guys, that's all for this activity. And after doing this, inside this you can see that this is a Firebase search method. So we are implementing this inside it because when you will be able to, user will be able to search video, and after searching, when you will click on that video, then it will again open in next activity. If you will implement it only inside this method on start, so what will happen that if the user will search any video and click on the button, that it will not work. So I don't think that you want it, so simply paste it here. You can see that we have pasted the code. So it's time to go to fullscreen.java. So first of all we will create the activity underscore xml file of this. So so guys, first of all here we will change the parent layout. So you can see that it is a constant layout, so make it linear layout. And then we will give it orientation vertical. So write orientation, it will be vertical. And then here we will simply use a text view. So simply write text view, and its width will be match parent, height will be wrap content, and text will be name. And then text color will be, text size will be 20 sp, or you can give 10 sp. And then after this background color, and I would like to give and then I will paste that color here, so you can see the background color. And then guys, here what again we need to do is let me increase the text size. It will be 15 dp, not dp. We will use sp because when it comes to text we use sp. And now you can see that this is a text view. And then some important, oops, id will be tv underscore full screen. So that is how we can detect that it is a full screen id. And then text color, this will be android, and it will be white. Yes guys, so after this simply close it. And now here what we need to do is simply go in row.xml and item.xml, and here we are using Exoplayer. So what we need to do is simply copy this Exoplayer from here, and then close this. Yes guys, and then paste it here. And now we need to change its id, so simply give Exoplayer underscore full screen, and then use controller. Yes guys, everything is now fine. And now you can see that our layout file is looking like this. So now it's time to go to fullscreen.java. And so guys, here what we need to do is first of all we need to declare some variables, and we will implement Exoplayer. So guys, what is the different thing here is that you cannot implement so guys, what is the difference here, that you guys may be thinking that the way you are using Exoplayer in this view holder class, you can copy these codes and work with it in the full activity.java, full screen.java, but it will not work guys. Yes, I have to say that because Exoplayer is quite different. And if you will try to make some changes, if you think that you can copy codes from view holder and you will pass that URL, so guys, let me tell you that it will not work. So you have to follow the steps that I am doing in this video, in this tutorial, in this series. That is the only way that how your code will work, because if you will make a little bit of change, then it will cause a problem and your app will not work. So here we need to define some strings. So write private and simple Exoplayer, and it will be player, then again private, and this will be for player view. Because uh, before we use because in previous time when I started programming, I was using Exoplayer, but it was simple player Exoplayer view, but it was depreciated. It is now it don't works. That's why we have to use player view. And then after this simply write text view, and this will be text view. Then after this simply write boolean, and this will be, no, now we don't need boolean, simply write private, and then string, it will be URL. Then after this simply write private. Then now, yes guys, that's all for this class, and now inside it on create we need to give reference. So first of all write action bar, because I just want to change the name. So write equals to get support action bar, then semicolon, and then after this simply write action bar dot set title, and this will be full screen. Full screen, yes guys, full screen. Then after this here I will write action bar dot set display home enabled, set display home as up enabled, and this will be true. Then after this here we will again write action bar dot set display home enabled, then this will also be true. So after this here what we need to do is we need to give reference. So simply write, first thing that we need to do is write player view, and not player, it will be player view equals to find view by id r dot id dot exoplayer full screen, then semicolon. So guys, I'm using this full screen so you can easily detect that this is our full screen activity id. So simply write r dot id dot, and tv full screen, again you can detect it is a full screen id. And after this here we will retrieve our url and video name by intent. So simply write intent equals to get intent, then semicolon, and here we will write url. This is our string that we have defined, and then here we will write intent dot get extras, and then dot get string, and then here we will pass the key that we have given show video. So here I'm giving ur, so simply copy this ur. You can type, but I'm copying it because I don't want to take chances of error. Simply copy it and paste it here, and then after it is simply write string. This will be title, so simply write title equals to intent dot get extra, get extras dot get string, and its key will be also NAM. So you can see that this is NAM. Simply copy it from here and then paste it here, then semicolon. So guys, after this here what we need to do is simply write text view dot set text, and it will be title. Yes guys, and now after this here we need to do is go outside this on create method, and now here we need to implement Exoplayer. So simply write private and then write media source, and this will be build media source, build media source, and then our parameter will be URI. So simply write URI, then URI, and here we need to starting bracket, and inside it we will write that data source dot factory, and it should be data source factory, data source factory, and then after this here we will write equals to new, then default http data source factory, and here we will pass video as user agent. So simply write video, then semicolon, and then here we need to return, and we will return new progressive media. So simply write progressive media source dot factory. So here what we need to do is write dot, and here we will write factory, and inside it we will pass that data source factory, then semicolon. So not semicolon, after this here we need to write dot, and it will be create media source URI. Yes guys, so after this semicolon, and now what we need to do is again we need to create a method for initializing our player. So simply write private void and initialize player, so it will activate our player. So simply write initialize player, and then starting bracket, and inside it what we need to do is simply write player, not player view, we need to write player, then equals to exoplayer factory dot new simple instance. So So guys, this is extractors factory. We need Exoplayer factory, that is why it was not showing. So simply search Exoplayer factory dot new simple instance, and it will be this. Don't get confused by this message because it is just showing. So after this, write player view, and it will be set player, and we will pass player. Then again here we need to write URI, not URL. We need to write URI, then URL equals to URI dot parse. And guys, inside it we will pass that URL string that we have. Here you can see that we are getting the value of that string, so it will be easy for us. So after this, simply write semicolon and then write media source, then media source equals to build media source, and here we will pass that URI, then semicolon, and after this we need to write that player, not player view, player, then equals to, sorry guys, it will be player dot set play when ready. So it will be play when ready. So guys, not now what we need to do is we have to create a boolean. So for this, simply go before this. So here what we need to do is just after this string, here we need to write that private boolean and then play when ready. So guys, what it will do that when you will, it will simply help in our video for playing and pausing. So simply write after this private integer and current window, oops, current window, because we will need it for controlling our videos. So write current window, it will be 0, then private long, and it will be playback position that will be equals to 0, then semicolon. So is that's 3 boolean and integer we needed. Then after this, inside this play when ready, and here we need to pass play when ready. So now it is showing, so simply write play when ready, and after this, here what we need to do is again write player and then dot seek to, and this will be current window, then playback position. So write playback position, then yes guys, after this last line, that player dot prepare, and it will be media source, then false, this is for reset position. So simply write false, and then after this again we will here write false. So is now we can see that it is a reset position and reset state. So guys, after this, here again we need to do is simply go outside this bracket, and here simply type on start, and on start, inside this on start, what we will do is we will check that if it is empty or not. So write if, and then util. So guys, one important thing that when you are using this util, so make sure you can see that there are a lot of utils. Yes, there are 6 options I think showing. We need to use this util exoplayer2.util. Yes guys, you can see that .com exoplayer android util, because if you will use some another util, then the video will not work, your app will not work. So make sure, because these are the small things that makes a big difference. Because if you will make some if you will use another util, then it will create problem, and then your app will not work. That's why I'm just every time I tell you that it is an important thing and you need to focus on it. So simply write util, and then here we need to write dot SDK int. And now again, one more thing, that you need to make your Android apps API more than 24 or equals to 24, because if your API level is less than 24, then it will not work, it may not work. So that's why make sure mine is 26, that's why I'm writing this 26. And you can also recognize, you can also know your uh, API by in this logcat, because when you will run your Android app, you can check it here, your Android level, and API shows in this logcat section. So after this, simply write a starting bracket, and inside it we will pass that method initialize player, and then again we need to write on resume. So simply write on resume, and inside on resume what we need to do is we need to simply copy this if code here from here, copy it, and then we will paste it here. But this time we will make a change that after checking this util SDK, what we here need to do is we'll check one more thing. So write player equals to null. Yes guys, and now what we need to do is let me remove this initialize player, because I will comment it. Because what is the problem, that if you will keep this initialize player, so what will happen, that when you will pause the video, but it will not pause. Yes guys, it will still keep playing. That's why we need to do it. And after this, write on pause, and inside on pause what we need to do is again copy this code from here, and then come inside on pause, and then here we need to paste it. But this time we will remove this equals to sign from here. Now it is smaller than, and we will change this method. Here we will use release player. So create a method release player, and it is showing error, but we will create it in few seconds. So simply write after this, here we need to write that on stop. So simply on stop, and now again here what we need to do is simply let me paste it. You can see that this is our SDK, it is showing, and here we will again give the same method release player. So let me copy it from here, and control plus C, then go inside on stop method, and we need to paste it. And now is here after this we will create the method private void, and it will be release player. Yes guys, and then bracket, then starting bracket. So inside it what we need to do is first we will check player is null or not. So write if player not equals to null, then we may proceed. And what here we will do is play when ready equals to player dot get play when ready, then semicolon. Then after this here we will write play back position, and this will be equals to player dot get current. It will be not playback. Here we will use player dot get current position, then semicolon. Then again here we will write current window, and this will be equals to player dot get current window. So simply write get current window index, then semicolon, and after this we will write player equals to null, not new, we will use null, and then semicolon. So is now our coding part is almost complete. I think we are not missing any code. I think so. So it's time to run this Android app and see is it working or not. So in case if you get any error, then let me know in comment section. I will try to reply in next 24 hours. And make sure that you have given internet permission before running this Android app. So it's time to run the app, and we can see that our Gradle build is syncing, and now our activity is launched. It means that our app is working pretty fine. There is no error. So when I will click on this text view show videos, so we will go to the next screen, I mean activity, and now you can see that our search view is working pretty fine, our deleting is working pretty fine. So if I will click on this video, you can see that this is a laughing video, and I clicked on this, so you can see that we came on this activity, and here this is our full screen activity, and with this arrow. So when I will click on this video, so you can see that our video is now started loading, and this is our text, it is laughing. So if I will click on this, so it will start streaming. So it's not because it is not loaded yet. When it will be loaded, it will work. So you can see that now it is streaming, and it is not loaded because of my internet is little bit slow. So you can see that our app is working absolutely fine, there is no error. And if I will go back, and you can see that this video is not loaded b1, and when I will click on this one, so we will come on this activity. So you can see that this is our name, and now our video started playing here. So guys, if I'm passing the string value, so that is the benefit of it, because if your video or your name is not loaded, it is still in the progress, but still when the user will click on the video, so then they will come to this next activity. Yes guys, because if you will use bitmap or drawable, then it will crash the app. Yes, you have to wait until the video is loaded in the recycler view. That's why you can see that this video is also streaming. and it is streaming quite good. You can see that video is streaming quite good. So guys, this is enough for this tutorial. In next video I will show you that how you can implement a full screen toggle button. So here our toggle button will be, and when you will click on that button, then the video will stream in full screen. So you can see that our app is working pretty fine. So make sure you subscribe our channel and like this video if you like. If this video helped you, then please, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will never miss any update. Thank you for watching.